tends to have this. You go to a place like Shiloh, which was one of the big capitals of the Jewish kingdom. It's where the Mishkan, the tabernacle, was, where Moses, not Moses, but where the Jewish faith almost originated. You dig down, you find Jewish history, you'll find Jewish pots. I've literally been there and found Jewish pots on the ground. But then like 2 feet away, you'll find an Arabic pot, because different people have lived in the land and the history is literally built one on top of each other.
So why are you kicking Arabs then?
So we're not kicking there. So to answer Zionism?
There you are.
No,
the Palestinians.
No, stop getting squeaky. Stop getting squeaky.
I'm not getting squeaky.
We both get squeaky. We're squeaky blokes. What I was saying is, there are Zionists today who believe that from the River Jordan to the Mediterranean Sea should be a Jewish state. There are other Zionists that believe, so I'm just trying to one question at a time. There are other Zionists that believe actually the Jewish state goes up to the 67 borders, and then on there could be a future Palestinian or a future Arab state. There are so many different types of Zionists, but it's like an umbrella term. Like you have different kinds of communists.
And who's winning?
You have a Trotskyist, you have a Leninist, you have a Stalinist, but they all sit under the umbrella of Marxism.
Of course.
And you have different types of feminists. You have Marxist feminists, you have radical feminists, and they also.
Let's not go into tangents.
So with Zionism, you have different types of Zionists.
Yeah.
But the principle that unifies them all is they believe in some area in that region there should be a Jewish national home.
Okay.
That's the unifying principle.
The term is quite complex though. The term is quite complex because...
So what will happen to the Palestinians?
Oh,
okay.
Because you know when you know what I asked you to define Zionism?
Yeah.
I know it's not as easy as saying this is what Zionism is, but even amongst Zionists, would you agree that there's a differential between them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's why I'm saying that. Like for example, this man who said, it's religious. A lot of Zionists will tell you that it's religious.
Yeah, so absolutely, and it can be religious.
And I know you explained that. Yeah. I know you explained that, but that's why the word is stigmatized.
Yeah.
That's why the word. So that's why when you say, for example, happily you're a Zionist, which you're entitled to do.
Yeah.
There is going to be some, because people don't understand.
So one thing I would say is, just because you're a religious Zionist, that shouldn't be a negative. Religion's a good thing. Like in the same way that if you look at Kurdistan or what people believe in, who are the Kurdish people? You've got Muslim Kurds, you've got Jewish Kurds, you've got all different types of Kurdish people. You've got secular Kurds. The Jewish people are no different. And you will get good religious Jewish Zionists, and you'll get good secular atheist Zionists. You'll get bad religious Jewish Zionists, and you'll get bad, just the same as any people. The Jews aren't unique where we're like either all good or we're all bad. We can be good, we can be bad. Muslims can be good, Muslims can be bad. And so there's a lot of confusion around this word. Most people, when you say I'm a Zionist to a Muslim, they step back. They envisage you drinking the blood of Palestinian children. Yeah, I got many Palestinian friends. I don't drink any of their blood.
No, I understand, yeah. but that's because some Zionists. Well, I know you said good, bad, etc., etc., but that's why when someone like this gentleman asks you, look, explain what a Zionist is. He's more like, the question is more than entitled to just to understand it and to be informative, because as harsh as it sounds, there's a lot of Jewish people who do subscribe to that sort of war mentality of this is what Zionism is. They militarize it.
For example, to that point, if you speak to many Israelis, they believe most people that live in Gaza and most people that live in the West Bank are terrorists. They support Hamas and they just want to destroy the Jewish state. But when you actually go there and you speak to the Palestinians, they're like, even in Gaza, somewhere like Gaza, 40% of people living in Gaza believe in a two-state solution. 36% of them believe in apartheid or ethnically cleansing the Jews, but that's a separate argument. But there's 40%, nearly half of the people in Gaza, which is considered the most radical of places, support a two-state solution. If you speak to the settlers who live in the West Bank, who most people consider the settlers to be bad guys, evil guys. When you speak to them, most of them are very good people. Like there's 500,000 people living in the West Bank, 500,000 Jewish Israelis living in the West Bank. Most of them are just ordinary families. Now maybe you do get one or two bad eggs. In the 80s, there was a Jewish terrorist who killed a lot of Muslims. That's a terrible thing, and it's a shame for the Jewish people.
There still are.